morning, coming to you live in the gym in Selden Park, New Mexico. This is the 343 commitment and still counting 110 floor memorial stair climb for our brother, Captain Timothy Stackpole, off of Division 11 and Ladder 103 out of Brooklyn, housed with 290. The pride of Sheffield. The greatest thing you can experience in life is helping someone. Our brother, lovingly known as Jobs because of his love for the job, is being carried to the top to finish his footsteps in the South Tower all the way to the 110th floor. This climb is dedicated to his wife, Tara, daughter Caitlin, and sons Terrence, Brian, Brendan, and Kevin. With honor and respect, your husband and father is going to the top. This 110 floor is dedicated to the FDNY, off and on the line, to our country, to maintain that promise that we made on 9/11/2001, to always remember and to never forget. For our brother, who was $52 years old, I believe, and 21 years in the department, but I could be off on the age. My apologies, everything's on memory. But this is his climb. So, who was Jobs? Jobs, Captain Timothy Stackpole, was in the FDNY, the pride of Sheffield, on Ladder 103, housed with engine 290. A native of Brooklyn, was basically in 1998 responded to a 4-alarm fire where he, Lieutenant Blakemore, and Captain LaPiedra, finding out that there could have been a woman inside. Our brothers had a sense of duty to run inside of this burning building together to try to search for the woman suspected to be inside, only to have a catastrophic failure of the floor beneath them, opening up a maelstrom of fire in the basement, where our brothers were trapped for up to 30 minutes. Captain Stackpole said that he cried out to God, "God, let me die bravely in this situation," being burned, severe burns. Within that 30 minutes, our brother was burned all the way down to the bone, with the fire still raging around him, with himself, Lieutenant Blakemore, and Captain LaPiedra. 34 brothers of the FDNY risk everything in this 4-alarm fire to save their brothers, getting badly burned at the same, trying to get out Jobs, Lieutenant Blakemore, and Captain LaPiedra. They went to hell and back to make sure their brothers would be able to get out. In 1998, this fire was so severe that Lieutenant Blakemore died on scene, and Captain LaPiedra From what I heard, passed, I believe it was 29 days later at the burn unit. Timothy Stackpole, on the way to the hospital, was thanking the medics, thanking them for the job that they were doing to try to save his life. Our brother, when he was in the fire, he said he prayed out the Lord's Prayer out loud while the floor was burning, the basement was burning, with him inside of it. In 2016, I attended the Oklahoma City Memorial Stair Climb, and the opening speaker, which I will never forget this speech, was the fire engineering editor-in-chief, Chief Bobby Halton, and he brought up the sense of duty that Jobs had when he went into this fire along with Lieutenant Blakemore, Captain LaPiedra, to find this lady, not knowing what was going to happen, not knowing the hell that they were going to be put through, and doing what they had to do to try to rescue this lady. Our brother had one thought. Actually, it was two. To be with his family as much as possible and to get back on the job that he loved so much. Our brother went through agonizing surgeries and months of rehabilitation to do just that. Taken to the Weill Cornell Burn Center in New York. He was there for months, trying to rehab, trying to get his strength back so he could go back to full duty. And our brother did just that. In March of 2001, I believe it was March 10th, 2001, he went back to full duty as a lieutenant with the FDNY on ladder 103. Our brother could have taken his pension and retired, but his sense of duty, his love of the job, he pushed forward to make sure that he could go back and finish his job, becoming back to full duty, not just giving it up, but continuing on. The weekend before 9/11, our brother was named Irishman of the Year. And on the 6th of September, it said, from what I read, he was promoted to captain. Captain Timothy Stackpole, Jobs, got his promotion. And his first day of service as a captain of Division 11 was on September 10th. He had gotten off the morning of September 11th. 7 o'clock in the morning, he was supposed to be off. And our brother, like so many others, when they heard about the terrorist attack, the first plane that hit, our brother responded to the worst terrorist attack on U.S. soil, the World Trade Centers. Our brother and a group of men were in the South Tower trying to rescue as many as they could. For our brother Jobs, a captain with full duty of the FDNY, because of the perseverance, because of the love for the job. As Chief Bobby Halton said, he gave everything to get where he was. All the surgeries, all the pain, all the perseverance. Our brother had a sense of duty beyond any others. Our brother made the ultimate sacrifice so that others could live. on 9/11, 2001. As part of the greatest rescue effort in United States history, where upwards of 25,000 were saved because of bravery, valor, and heroism that was shown that day. This is why we climb, to share their stories, so they are never forgotten, but instead always remembered. Our brother, a husband to Tara, father to Caitlin, Terrence, Brendan, Brian, and Kevin. Kevin, I believe, went into the service, and Brendan, from what I read, followed Captain Stackpole's footsteps in joining the FDNY. This climb is dedicated to his family, so they will know that he is never forgotten. Our brother fought months to get back to full duty. After the maelstrom of hell that opened up on him in 1998 at that 4-alarm fire where they fell through into the basement, which was raging on fire. As I said before, our brother had 30 to 40% of his body burned. Some areas 4th degree and 5th degree, according to an article I read. We will never forget the sacrifice, the sense of duty, and the drive that Captain Timothy Stackpole exhibited that day and so many months after. He wanted back on the line. That sense of duty pushed him. He loved what he did. And our brother did not measure his life in simple things. It's by what he could do for others. The greatest thing you can do in life is helping others. This is for you, Jobs, carrying you up to the 110th floor. For the family, to continue his honor, they started the Captain Timothy Stackpole Foundation. To helping where they are able. Our brother has a street named after him, a beer named after him for 103. And our brother will never be forgotten. A strong faith in the Catholic faith. Our brother was said to provide counseling and assistance to couples before they got married. A strong believer. I read it said that Father Michael Judge actually went to Jobs Hospital and sat there and talked to him before 9/11 occurred, when he was still in the hospital recovering, pushing himself to get back fit for duty, to be able to get back on the line, continue what he did and what he knew. Our brother deserves honor and respect. A sense of duty that pushed him into that 4th alarm fire, not knowing what was going to happen. Our brothers went to go search for someone thought to be inside. 34 brothers gave everything they had during a raging fourth alarm to get out Lieutenant Blakemore, Captain LaPiedra, and Captain Timothy Stackpole, our brother Jobs. 34 brothers risk it all to save them. Our brother returned to full duty after months and months of intense rehab and surgeries, all the way to go back on the line, because that's who our brother was. He could have retired on a pension, but our brother wanted to go back on the line. He loved the job, hence the reason they called him Jobs. As I said before, in October, the 2016 Oklahoma City firefighter star climb, our opening speech was given to us by the Fire Engineering Editor-in-Chief, Chief Bobby Helton. And the speech he gave on Jobs before we climbed that tower was unbelievable. The motivation, the sense of duty that we had to go up that tower, to carry our brother's name all the way to the top. I can't even put it into words. Literally going through hell to get back on the job. Our brother's perseverance is second to none. To push himself through the pain and the rehab to go back on the job. For his son, Brendan, who's following his father's footsteps in the FDNY. I believe he got on in 2015. Taking him up with honor and respect for his time as a father and a husband to his wife, Tara, and his children, Caitlin, Terrence, Brian, Brendan, and Kevin. Taking him up with honor and respect for the sacrifices made so that others could live. Our brother returned to duty March 10th of 2001 as a lieutenant. He was promoted to captain September 6th. He was actually off duty at the FDNY headquarters the morning of the 11th. And upon hearing what occurred, our brother responded, like so many others that were off duty, responded to the worst terrorist attack on United States history and on our soil. Our brother was part of the greatest rescue effort in U.S. history, where upwards of 25,000 were saved. This is to always remember, to never forget the sacrifices that were made so that others could live. Our brothers responded into the South Tower with a crew trying to rescue as many people as possible. His biggest love, his family, and the job. Working for the FDNY, from what I read, for 21 years. My brother gave it his all. It said that they painted Ladder 103 with his name on it. with the pride of Sheffield. I was there with Engine 290 in Brooklyn. Carried him up to the very top. Dedicating this to Chief Bobby Helton, the editor-in-chief of Fire Engineer Magazine. Chief, his climb is going on. Just like you said, a sense of duty to carry our brother to the very top, to carry out 343 brothers and still counting to the top. And right now it's his climb for jobs. This is his climb. Carrying our brother up to the top of the tower. On ladder 103 in Brooklyn, the pride of Sheffield, which I believe Brendan, his son, actually got into one of his dad's old stations to start off there. In memory of his dad. Taking him up all the way to the top for the Timothy Stackpole Foundation, for his wife and children, all the good that they're doing. So he will never be forgotten. His legacy will live on through his family and through us, those that share their stories, to keep their legacies alive. This is the 343 commitment, and still counting. 110 floors for Captain Timothy John Stackpole. Division 11, but ladder 103, out of the pride of Sheffield, with Engine 290, there in Brooklyn. Taking him up, pushing him all the way. For our brother and his sense of duty. This is why we climb on this star climber. On 9/11 memorial climbs all across the United States, on 9/11 memorial runs, and those events across the world. So their families, the FDNY, and our country will know that we have not forgotten. We will always remember this is his climb. This is why we climb. For those who responded in the rescue effort, like our brother, Captain Timothy Jobs Stackpole. To those who followed, the ants still counting, those who worked the pile on ground zero for the almost 9-month time frame, trying to bring resolve to the families, the FDNY, and our country. They will never be forgotten. Those that succumb to 9/11 illnesses and cancers. Another thing I did see, there's a fire family transport van dedicated to Captain Timothy Stackpole and another brother, which I can't remember his name right offhand. Acts of kindness. The greatest thing in life is our ability to help someone. We're taking them out. This is now the last of the verticals. Gonna get us to the the first floor for our brother, Captain Timothy Stackpole, jobs. While in Brooklyn in 1998, I believe it was June of 98, in the summer, my brother was part of a 4th alarm response. Massive response to several row houses that were on fire. After arriving on scene and finding out that a lady was suspected to be inside one of the engulfed buildings, our brother, Timothy Stackpole, I believe he was a lieutenant at the time, along with Lieutenant Blackmore and Captain LaPiedra, ran headfirst into that burning structure to go and try to rescue the victim. When they got in, a catastrophic failure had occurred, dropping them into a maelstrom of fire, engulfed in fire for 30 minutes. Our brothers, 101st floor, that's the last vertical. Our brothers were burned continually while they were there for 30 minutes. 34 of the FDNY laid their lives on the line while this raging fire was going. This 4th alarm to do what they could to get their brothers out. Our brother, Timothy, cried out to God, "God, let me die bravely." And he also said the Lord's Prayer out loud. It was not our brother's time. Our brother, along with Lieutenant Blakemore and Captain LaPiedra, were rescued. Our brother, Lieutenant Blakemore, died on scene. Captain LaPiedra and Captain Stackpole were rushed to the burn unit at the Wise Cornell Burn Unit Center in New York. And I believe it was 29 days later, Captain LaPiedra succumbed to his injuries. Our brother, Jobs, had a sense of duty, a love for his family, a love to be with them as long as he could, for his wife Tara and his children, Caitlin, Terrence, Brian, Brendan, and Kevin. A love of the job which pushed him, motivated him to persevere, to go back to active and full duty. To be on full duty with the FDNY was his goal. And our brother went back to full duty as a lieutenant with Ladder 103 and into 290. That happened March 10th, 2001. Our brother was promoted to captain September 6th, 2001. His first official day with Division 11 was September 10th, 2001. Our brother was off that morning, and his sense of duty, along with so many others, he responded to the South Tower. Our brother's life and his legacy will never, ever be forgotten. For his son Brendan, God bless, carry your father's name. He will never be forgotten. Our brother, Captain Timothy Stackpole, is at the top. Captain, rest easy here. We got it from here. You will never be forgotten.